Here we have a typical desk setup, which you'd be using when using TimeChi. We've actually got one of the devices here that's in standby mode, but we've actually got it out of its case because we're currently debugging it. It should be inside a case like this, but all the functionality is there. So, when it sits like this, it stays in its rainbow mode, which means that you're not in any focus cycle. And at the press of a button through Wi-Fi, it connects to our cloud server and makes it actually start your focus cycle. I've got the TimeChi app here, which actually connects to our cloud server and acts as a utility on the computer to make sure that it works. I also have a phone here just to show that it's actually connected both at the same time. So, when you press start, you can see the red screen blinked and the timer starts counting down. This timer actually allows your colleagues to know that you're in the middle of a focus cycle and acts like a traffic light, so that not only do they know that they shouldn't bother you, but that when they can actually come back. This is better than headphones on because it prevents them from actually saying, hey, can I bore you for a second, because they actually know when not to bother you. If I go into Safari and try to go to Facebook, it doesn't work. If I try and go into Reddit, two of the sites that take up a lot of my time, it doesn't work. As well as this, it also switches on the Do Not Disturb mode, which means anything that your Mac OS will actually use to give you notifications will also be temporarily muted. I've sped this up slightly. It should be 25 minutes and 5 minutes is what we suggest, but this is just so that we can show things a little bit faster. Once it goes through one cycle, it turns green. This means that you've gone on your break. So it also flashes the screen. So if we try and go to Reddit, it opens. If we try and go to Facebook, it also opens, which means that it's been unblocked automatically. We can advance this by just pressing the button. If I go into the phone, sorry, just got to get my co-founder to put it in. At the press of a button, can you press the button? You can see that it actually goes into Do Not Disturb mode on the phone as well, both at the same time as it did on the computer. So that's the basis of it. We also allow you to click through, so you can do both your focus and break cycles all the way to your long break. And then it goes back to the nice rainbow mode. We also have a dashboard, which allows you to show your statistics and keep together all your information about how many cycles you've done, when you've done them, if you've done full cycles, broken cycles, and also the time of day that you've done them to help you do some self-retrospection to see how productive you've been. This is just one of the few things that we've actually programmed into the device at the moment. Because it's Wi-Fi updatable, we can actually push updates over the air and enable extra features as we go. So, that's just the start of your productivity. Get TimeChi. Okay.